Have you ever wished you could pause time just for a moment? What if I told you there is a clock that can actually do this, but using it might be the last thing you ever do? Deep in the Swiss Alps stands an abandoned clockmaker's workshop, frozen in time since 1847. Inside, behind a wall of dust and cobwebs, sits the most dangerous timepiece ever created. Local villagers call it the Timekeeper's clock, and those brave enough to speak of it do so only in whispers. The clock was crafted by Heinrich Zimmerman, a brilliant but obsessed horologist who spent decades trying to master time itself. Legend says he succeeded beyond his wildest dreams, creating a mechanism that could literally pause the flow of time around it. But Heinrich disappeared the same night he completed his masterpiece, leaving behind only his journal and a single, chilling entry. Here is where things get terrifying. According to Heinrich's final notes, the clock doesn't just pause time for free. Every second you steal from the universe must be paid back from your own lifespan. Pause time for 1 minute, and you lose 1 minute of your life. The exchange rate is brutally simple and absolutely binding, but that is not even the worst part. The clock is said to be addictive. Those who use it once find themselves unable to resist using it again and again. Imagine having the power to pause an argument with your spouse, to freeze a perfect sunset, or to stop time during a crisis. The temptation becomes overwhelming, even when you know each use is literally killing you. The most disturbing aspect of the Timekeeper's clock is what happens when you run out of time to give. Heinrich's journal describes a horrifying transformation where users don't simply die, they become trapped within the clock mechanism itself, their consciousness bound to keep the gears turning for eternity. Some say if you listen carefully to the clock's ticking, you can hear the whispers of those who gave too much. 3 documented cases exist of people who found and used the clock. Maria Santos, a Spanish photographer, used it to capture the perfect shot during a lightning storm. She aged 20 years in an instant. Thomas Chen, a surgeon, paused time to save a patient's life during a complicated operation. He saved the patient but collapsed from rapid aging, dying within hours. The third case remains classified by authorities who sealed the workshop. What makes this legend particularly chilling is how believable it feels. We all want more time, but what would you actually sacrifice to get it? Your future, your family's time with you. The clock represents our deepest desire turned into our greatest curse. The workshop remains sealed today, though some claim the ticking can still be heard echoing through the mountains on quiet nights. Local authorities refuse to discuss the location, and the few who know its whereabouts have sworn never to reveal it. Would you risk everything for the power to pause time? Sometimes the greatest power comes with the most terrible price. Remember, time is the one thing we can never truly control, and perhaps that is exactly how it should be.